OLeary is an American inventor, entrepreneur, and television personality. She is best known as a cast member of the reality TV show Shark Tank, and has been called the Queen of QVC. She is now regarded as one of the most prolific inventors of retail products, having created over 500 products, and holds 120 U.S. and international patents from jewelry and cosmetic organizers to kitchen tools, and has served as a celebrity personality and host on QVC for nearly 20 years. She is a shark on the 3-time Emmy-winning show, Shark Tank. Shark Tank is a hit entrepreneurial business show on ABC, where she invests in companies and helps turn dreams into a reality. OLeary started with one idea, and turned it into a multi-million-dollar international brand. Using borrowed money, she created a sample product. The product was a plastic container with sliding shelves that could hold over 100 pairs of earrings. 18 months later, the product had made her rich. OLeary Greiner's net worth is $70 million. Barbara is an American businesswoman, investor, speaker, consultant, syndicated columnist, author, and television personality. She is a shark investor on ABC's Shark Tank. Barbara is considered as the real estate expert among the sharks, given that she first started out in business by founding the Corcoran Group in 1973, a real estate business. By age 23, after failing at 22 jobs, Barbara borrowed $1,000 from a boyfriend, quit her job as a waitress, and started a tiny real estate office in New York City, which she later sold for $66 million in 2001. Barbara has been a clear winner in the last few years, since her net worth has gone up to around $80 million in 2017. Robert is a Croatian-Canadian businessman, investor, and television personality. He is a Shark Tank cast member. He has a true rags-to-riches story. Herjavec built his wealth by becoming a leader in the global information security industry, specializing in helping organizations and countries manage and secure their information systems, and shoring up data breaches. He sold one of his early technology company to AT&T for $30.2 million in 2000. He started the Herjavec Group in 2003, and now it's Canada's fastest-growing technology company. His net worth in May 2017 was $150 million. Unfortunately for him, he underwent a divorce. As a result, this Shark Tank cast member's net worth declined from $200 million to around $150 million. Christopher Ashton Kutcher is an American actor, tech investor and producer. Ashton Kutcher is not just your average Hollywood pretty boy. In fact, he's become a savvy investor, founding his venture capital firm, A-Grade Investments. The combined valuation of A-Grade Investments has been estimated to be as much as $150 million, with investments in household names such as Airbnb, Path, Flipboard, Foursquare, Uber, Spotify, SoundCloud, Pinterest, Washio, Nextdoor, House, and more. In 2010, Kutcher was named one of Time magazine's top 100 most influential people. All of that, including his earnings as a Shark Tank cast member, tallies up to a $200 million estimated net worth. Daymond Garfield John is an American businessman, investor, television personality, author, and motivational speaker. Daymond is the founder of FUBU, and made his fortune by building a fashion empire. Daymond John was raised by a single mom in New York City. He is a self-made business success, who has been interested in the apparel industry since childhood. After his mother taught him how to sew, John made his own hats, and sold them on the streets of New York City. Daymond convinced his mother to take out a second mortgage on their home, and used the money to found FUBU. As a result of the success of FUBU, Shark Tank cast member Daymond John got rich. That, combined with his stakes in various Shark Tank products, and his side gig as a popular consultant and public speaker, puts his net worth at approximately $250 million. Terrence Thomas. Kevin OLeary is a Canadian businessman, author and television personality. Known on the show as Mr. Wonderful, Kevin is famous for his direct approach with entrepreneurs. Kevin is noted to be one of the more abrasive judges on the Shark Tank cast. So just how successful is he? Well, Kevin reportedly began his first business with a $10,000 investment from his mother. The businessman started his first company, SoftKey Software Products, in his basement, shortly after graduating from college. Within a few years, SoftKey had taken off. Kevin went on to buy out almost all of its competitors, including the Learning Company, before selling the company to Mattel for $3.7 billion in 1999. He now serves as the founder and chairman of mutual fund company, OLeary Funds Incorporated, which along with his Shark Tank investments, boosts his net worth to over $400 million. Nicholas D. Woodman is an American businessman and philanthropist, and is best known for being the founder of the sports camera manufacturing leader, GoPro Incorporated. While on a surfing trip to Australia and Indonesia, Woodman realized the need for a convenient video and still camera that could be attached to the person's body and capture every motion in high definition, which became the inspiration for him to found GoPro Incorporated. He raised the finances required for the camera company by selling shell and bead belts and camera straps, as well as from a loan from his parents. His aim was to create a camera system that would capture close-up footage, hence inspiring the name, GoPro. Nick's net worth is $947 million. Christopher Sacca is a former American venture investor, company advisor, and entrepreneur as well as a former lawyer. He is the proprietor of Lowercase Capital, a venture capital fund in the United States, that has invested in seed and early-stage technology companies such as Twitter, Instagram, Twilio, and Kickstarter. As of 2017, he has appeared as a guest shark on ABC's Shark Tank. Chris is one of the more interesting Shark Tank cast members, primarily because his success hasn't been a simple ascent from rags to riches, as seems to have been the case for so many others. Chris Sacca started out as a lawyer, gambling his student loans during law school on the stock market, and turning $20,000 into $12 million. However, his success gave way to failure when the market crashed, and Sacca found himself as much as $3 million in debt. After this he worked at several jobs, and in 2007 found his own venture capital firm, Lowercase Capital. His net worth is $1.18 billion. John Paul Jones DeJoria is an American entrepreneur, a self-made billionaire, and philanthropist, best known as a co-founder of the Paul Mitchell line of hair products, and the Patra Spirits Company. In 1966, when he was 22, his then-wife abandoned DeJoria and their 2-year-old son. She secretly took the rent money from months past, and the only car they owned. 2 days after she left, DeJoria and his son were evicted from their apartment for non-payment, and forced to live on the street. This was the first, but not the only time, DeJoria became homeless. 20 years after being homeless, he was able to buy a seat on the New York Stock Exchange. Along the way he built 2 iconic companies, John Paul Mitchell Systems, and Patra Spirits. John Paul DeJoria has earned his net worth as co-founder of the Paul Mitchell line of hair products, and as the owner of Patron Tequila. DeJoria has an estimated net worth of over $3.1 billion. John Paul DeJoria is one of the great stories of achieving the American dream. Mark Cuban is an American businessman, investor, author, television personality, and philanthropist. If it is possible to have an elephant in the room of a Shark Tank, that elephant is billionaire Mark Cuban. The outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks began amassing his wealth shortly after graduating college, when he founded Micro Solutions. After selling the company in 1990, he invested his $2 million profit into Broadcast.com, which was eventually sold to Yahoo for $5.7 billion in 1999. The remarkably successful businessman has earned his wealth through a variety of savvy projects, including co-founding video portal Broadcast.com. Cuban has also invested in Landmark Theaters, Magnolia Pictures, AXS TV and is the co-owner of 2929 Entertainment. Mark Cuban also gained fame when he predicted the demise of Yahoo! And sold all of his share in the company, right before it plummeted from $163 per share to $8.11 per share. Cuban's net worth is estimated to be $3.3 billion according to Forbes, ranking him among the top 250 wealthiest people in the United States.